My serious, honest thoughts on this movie, like basically the only thing that was going through my mind the whole time is just, holy shit. What is up, people of the internet? This is gonna be a little bit different type of video than I normally make. I just got back from watching the Avengers Endgame, and I just wanted to talk about that for a second. I know lots of people ask me about superheroes and Star Wars and all that stuff, which I'm a huge fan of. So I thought my opinion on this movie might be wanted by some people. Now, I'm not gonna talk about spoilers in this, so if you're avoiding that until you see the movie, feel free to watch this. I'm not going to say anything about the plot, which is gonna really restrict what I say in this video because there's not a lot you can talk about that isn't going to spoil something, whether that's a kind of a minor detail or whether that's a positive of the whole thing. To me, pretty much no movie or song, which is my normal content, pretty much nothing is perfect. Everything has little flaws in it. Even if it's a multi-million dollar movie, there's still little things in it that not everyone's going to agree with, and that's completely fine. They made the movie that they thought would be the best, and I would have to say, barring one tiny little detail that isn't really part of the plot, but it is kind of like a funny reveal, that is the only thing in this movie that I actually looked at it and was like, I don't really like that they did that. So it's like 99.9% positive everything from me. A lot of stuff that they did, I didn't expect them to do. I had kind of like my own little theory about how they would do all this sort of stuff. Avenge what happened. There's certainly a couple risks that they took with this. Things that fans probably wouldn't have expected, or at least I didn't expect, or no one that I have talked to about it has expected. They kind of went in the general direction, I think, that I thought they would go, but they did it in like a fresh way. Like, this hasn't been done before at all, and what happens because of what they do hasn't happened because it hasn't been done before. So that gives it like a fresh sort of movie feel. For one, it's 3 hours long, 3 hours and 2 minutes, I believe, which is crazy. Make sure that you don't drink a whole bunch before you go in, because you're not gonna want to get up and leave and go to the bathroom. But to me, the movie didn't feel like it was 3 hours long. It felt like you were sitting, having a good time, felt like the length of any other movie. The first part of the movie, they're obviously starting from where they left off. Everything is destroyed. Everything, half of everything has been snapped. It's gone. So the movie obviously starts out in that, like that sort of place, mentally and like physically, the whole world around them, and then they'd go on from there. Something I liked about this movie is how they actually took some time. Like, they actually took the time, which gives it that huge run time, to like give some background on the characters. Even though we know a lot about them, they fill in some of the details that maybe were overlooked or kind of missed in some of the other movies, and piecing together all the little details, which I like in movies, is probably what I liked best about this. It gave time to actually kind of sit and let the weight of everything that's happening come across through each of the characters, and each one of them get their own time and like their own moments. And I can't really say a whole lot, which kind of sucks about doing a spoiler-free talking about this, but if you guys do want me to make a video talking about the spoilers, let me know in the comments and we can kind of make that a whole separate thing and just actually go into the details about this, because I really like talking about this stuff too. So let me know in the comments if you guys want me to actually make a video talking about the actual spoilers and get into the details of it, discuss that with you guys, because I would like to hear what you say as well after watching the movie, because it's definitely an experience. That's the one thing I can say about this. Normally when you go sit down in a movie, you go there, you watch it, you soak all the entertainment in, and then, or at least for me, you leave the theater and that's kind of it. Like, it doesn't actually make you like feel something, at least for me. I know some people emotionally feel more. This movie gives you basically no choice but to feel, and like actually feel what's coming at you on the screen. And like, it does a very, very good job of making you feel what they want you to feel. And it like actually hits you. For me anyway, not being an overly emotional dude, this movie seriously almost made me cry like 3 different times. Not like, you know, weeping in the theater, but like brings tear to your eyes with the characters that you know and love, and things that happen, like good things, bad things, all of it. Like, it makes you feel the emotion that it's trying to make you feel. It like actually pulls it out, which I thought was really good. Movies don't pull that off a lot in my opinion, to me at least. Like, you feel the good times, you feel the bad times, you feel the weight of what's going on, and you like feel for the characters themselves for what's going on. So does a great job at that. That's basically the only thing that I can actually talk about in this. My positive feelings towards this, I would say 99.9% positive. I could talk about the only like thing that I actually did not like that they did in a spoiler video, if you guys want that. So let me know down in the comments, again, if you would like that. I just really wanted to talk about this and get my excitement after, like, I just walked in the door from seeing this. I went alone, sat there by myself, didn't even get popcorn. It's good. It's very, very good. If for some reason you are watching this and you are on the fence about going to see this, but you have seen some of the movies before, like have invested any time watching the Marvel movies, I would 150% recommend that you go watch this movie. This is a theater movie to me. Like, this is what you would want. It makes you feel stuff. Obviously, the picture, what's coming at you is very big. All these characters from the Avengers, it's a big movie, but it's an emotionally powerful movie, which very, very hard to pull both of those off. And I think they did a very, very good job. So I'm really, really excited. Glad I get to like talk and like get this out while I just actually seen it. That's why I wanted to record this clip right now instead of waiting. So let me know if you guys want to see a spoiler version, talk about all the details, we can discuss all of the things. Let me know. Man, there are a lot of details that we could talk about as well. This 3 hours and 2 minutes long of basically nothing but spoilers from the time that the movie very first opens on to the very, very last scene. So they did a very good job pulling this off. It's a good end cap for the last 10, 11 years of Marvel movies. You haven't seen very many of the Marvel movies, I would brush up on that before seeing this because it ties in a lot of stuff. Like I said, a lot of the little details that kind of were skimmed over or kind of didn't get a full answer to, they acknowledge a lot of that stuff, and that to me anyways, that's stuff that you probably wouldn't have known having not watched them before. So that's it for me. Thank you guys for watching. Really hope you enjoy this movie. There's not very many movies that I get super excited and go to the movie theater and see, and this is definitely one of them, and I'm very glad that I did. Even more excited than I was before I seen it, and I was like, my heart was beating, sitting in the theater waiting for it to start. It was just like one of those movies that gets you excited about going to the movies again, and it pays off, which is rare these days for me. Thank you guys for clicking on the video. Listen to me ramble on. Excitement for a minute. Like I said, if you want me to make a spoiler version, we can talk about all the details, get into what I actually did and didn't like about the movie, because I can't really say anything really without it actually spoiling the movie for some people, and I refuse to do that without making it blatantly obvious that it is a spoiler. So if you guys want that, I will 100% record that. I'm more than willing to talk about all this with you. Appreciate you guys taking the time to watch the video. Really means the world to me. If you're new here and like what I'm doing, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, join everyone else who has, and I'll see you guys in the next video.